Hello, and welcome to this channel.
So recently, currently, I'm ranking every single boss in Hollow Knight and SilkSong. And with SilkSong's DLC looming like a four-headed serpent in the near future, meaning this list will inevitably grow in size, it got me wondering, what bosses do I think would be cool to include in SilkSong? So, in the effort to not make this video any longer than it ought to be, let's just jump right in. I'd like to place my first Deadpool on the Vault Keeper. The dude's shifty, hidden / forgotten in the Whispering Vaults. This dude is one of those guys who believe that vinyl will be the future. Like, bro, have you ever heard of the Cloud? How he operates in the game right now is that you hand him records and you gain a little bit of lore from them. Not money, by the way, which in this game, that's real tight of him. That's real tight. Anyway, with him being some sort of millipede, I figured his fight could be somewhat reminiscent of the Bell Eater, with him dropping music discs instead of rocks. Could even do something cool with the music for that. Let's make it a three-way fight between us, him, and the Relic Seeker. A fight to determine the best, collector of various objects. It doesn't zing, I'll admit.
What are you doing in my swamp?
Next up, yeah, that was a terrible segue. Some would say no segue at all. Let's discuss the Moss Druid. A weird creature found in Bone Bottom, I guess, but the green bit, named Mushim, if we want to be specific. And I know that's how it's pronounced because I checked it on Google, you idiot. She is a very strange witch, bug, creature lady. Unlike all the other witches, she doesn't want to harm you, instead preferring to cook lovely that. But what if she did want to do you harm? If she did, then judging by the way she is squatting here, I reckon the creature would spend a lot of time in the air. An area denial in a similar vein to the Pinstress, but in place of flapping her wings, she would be jumping. While jumping, she'll obviously be able to drop poison bombs, which can leave a lingering effect on the play space. And it would probably eat away at your silk or something, I don't know, Team Cherry are just sorta like that sometimes. He would definitely be able to use his little spoon, like a pin or something. Okay, I'll admit these two are deeply unlikely to happen, but there is...
Long before time had a name, the first Spinjitzu master created Ninjago.
The Snail Shamans are in prime position to become the Oromato, Shio, and Sly of this game. I mean, just look at them, there are 4. That's basically it, by the way. But think, there's a lot of different types of bosses in Hollow Knight. I mean, you can fight Lace, which is like a jewel, which I say is the way most people think of boss in Hollow Knight. You also have puzzle bosses, where you have to think outside of the box, like Zango here, where if you intend on fighting him normally, it will be a pile of shit. But there's a secret way that they don't tell you about, where you take this file, and you can hit him about 4 or maybe 5 times, and the fight's over. And these Mario-style bosses, where you do a lot of platforming and a lot of jumping. I mean, it's not really the most difficult platforming in the world, but still. And yet, there's nothing really like Cuphead. Think about the snails, right? You could do like magic dodge. If I had to relate this to give you some visualization based on a boss that's already in the game, I'd maybe say the Enraged Conchfly. Just like a more overstimulating version of that.
I'm stealing your meat.
Speaking of overstimulating, let's discuss the Thieves Guild. Or well, to put a face to the organization here, Grindel. Grindel? Fuck. Grindel, the well-respected thief that he is, needs us to free him at the start of the game. Oh well, maybe not that respected. The guards seem to have just forgotten about him. He also tries to do something here, but it's probably best not to dwell on it. Later on, he manages to climb up the ranks to leader of the Thieves Guild. Or well, at least the shopkeeper. We encounter the Thieves Guild throughout the game, but never really have a boss fight or any sort of resolution to Grindel's story. He just sort of wins. I want to annihilate him, if you feel me. I feel like it would be cool if this fight punished your wallet more than anything else. With a few TLFs, that's tiny little fuckers for those that don't know, I see this being a really, really annoying fight, and no doubt people would moan about it, but hey, no difference there. In a second playthrough, people could spend their money before the fight to nerf the impact of this boss somewhat.
You've had this place redecorated, haven't you? Don't like it.
The Seamstress, yes we skipped the segue again, is the obvious choice. That's why I've left her for last. This video would not be complete without her. Having already fought her sister the Pinstress, thank god they didn't have a brother, at the top of Mount Fae, this fight could feel like a refight. Maybe a duo fight, but that's not really essential. I'm pretty sure everyone hates those ones. I'll stand up and say it though, right? I like the Pinstress fight. That's why I've brought it up 3 times in this video. Hey, yeah, you know what? Yeah, whoa. Hey, and you know what? I'm not too proud to admit it. There's some shit in that fight. I don't really care though. Not all of them can be Trobio. I wouldn't mind seeing it ironed out though. Make it harder, make it faster, make the charge slash better. I don't know, maybe make it glide slightly different. Then in the Pantheons, if we're still doing Pantheons in this game, give the sisters the battle treatment and call it a day. So those were my ideas. I want to hear about your ideas in the comments, and I hope you liked this video. This is the first kind of video I've ever done like this, so there we go. Let me know if you want me to talk about anything else. I'm sure the DLC will be dropping any day now. Wait, haven't we already been here before?